Hello, welcome to Pro Mixing and Mastering. Today I'm going to teach you and show you how to mix with multiband, and this is what multiband is doing on this vocal. Yeah, so this is what I want to show you guys, a trick that will help your vocals to stand out. So I am using multiband compressor from FabFilter. This is Pro MB, all right, and I am using 3 points, this point, this point, and this point. Let me just see, 244.86 hertz, 1941.8 hertz, and 13,159 hertz. So just these 3 points will help your vocals stand out. I'm talking about highs, a little bit of mids, and lows like this. Let me solo this. I'm talking about this frequency, and I'm talking about this other frequency, and I'm talking about this frequency. Yeah, so I'm talking about boosting, and also cutting down just a little bit. And whenever you want to do that, so let me turn off this multiband and bring in a new multiband so we can start this thing together. So come to 12 dB and take it to 30 dB, just like that. I don't know, but I don't like it coming down whenever I want to like push down a little bit, so just put it on 30 dB. And now we are going to start with the highs. So once we come to the highs, it will automatically leach, so just click just like that. Let's bring out the highs a little bit. So let's say you want to bring out the highs in, you want to compress your highs. I mean, this is how you do it with multiband compressors, different from the highs that you get from an EQ. An EQ just takes up the highs, but with this one you can compress the highs, you can pump the highs as well as tame the highs and control the highs. And this is what I mean. Now, before we go into that, what is a multiband compressor? A multiband compressor is basically a compressor that compresses each band separately, or each individual band separately, without affecting the rest of the bands. That is a multiband compressor. So now we are going to start working on the highs without affecting the other frequencies. What is going to be compressed is just the highs. So let's go ahead, and I want to put a little bit of some highs to the vocal. So how do we do that? We can of course come here and lift this thing up like this. Now we have lifted up the highs, but compression hasn't yet started kicking in. We need to control the highs. You don't want your highs to just be straightforward like a knife. You want your highs like to be tamed, to be warmed up. So what you do after raising up, you come to your threshold and bring this all the way to a place where compression kicks in like this. And now compression, you can see it trying to compress the highs a little bit. And now range, you can of course like drop it down so that the compression can even be more while the highs are still kicking in. This is one great thing about a multiband compressor. So let me do this. So now what you do is you come to your attack and make it a faster attack, so that those highs can really be compressed very fast and not very slow. And now you've got beautiful highs that are being controlled. Check that out. Without affecting other frequencies, we have the highs that are really controlled. Ooh, yeah. So that's how you do it. And of course, I over exaggerated. We can drop them down just a little bit somewhere there. Ooh, those are beautiful highs. So you have just mixed your highs right there. And if you, let's say you want to mix your mids or your lows, you can just come here and do that. If let's say we boost them up, of course you can like audition what you want to do. Like for example, do this. So what we want is this warmer frequency. We want to like control it and also compress it a little bit. Now that we have found it, unsolo and let us compress it just a little bit, just like this, and bring our threshold somewhere here. And now we have beautiful lows in the mix. Warmed up vocal with controlled lows, beautiful. And if we want to control, if you want to control the mids as well, this part right here, let's solo this and so now we are going to like reduce that. I feel like we need to compress by cutting those a little bit, so we are going to take them down just a little bit like this, and they'll still be kicking in, but they'll still be compressed. So you don't have to end up having a boxed vocal, and like that your vocals are just gonna so you see dancing, it's only kicking in when that particular frequency comes in without affecting the rest of the frequencies. This is how you mix with a multi-band compressor. I hope this video has helped you, and don't forget, switch to Ableton Live. I'm still using Cubase, so Cubase and Ableton is still working, but I like Ableton has a lot of things that you can do so easy. And let me do another video on just Ableton. Let me show you what Ableton can do.